The Beatles were about as freewheeling artistically and creatively as a band could be. They caromed from one type of album to another, wildly different one. Look at their output: Abbey Road, Sgt. Pepper, Revolver, Yellow Submarine, and many more albums. I think they like to have fun, too. With masterful talent on board such as Paul McCartney and John Lennon, they were allowed to play around sometimes. So it's not really a shock to learn that they once parodied a band that was their diametric opposite, the Beach Boys. According to Far Out magazine, McCartney fell in love with God Only Knows. The tune actually made him weepy.
You doubt it, I'll make you so sure about it.
For the outlet, he said, God Only Knows is one of the few songs that reduces me to tears every time I hear it. It's really just a love song, but it's brilliantly done. It shows the genius of Brian Wilson. I've actually performed it with him, and I'm afraid to say that during the sound check, I broke down. It was just too much to stand there singing this song that does my head in, and to stand there singing it with Brian. According to the outlet, McCartney explained, I wrote that back in the USSR as a kind of Beach Boys parody. And Back in the USA was a Chuck Berry song, so it kind of took off from there. I just liked the idea of Georgia girls and talking about places like the Ukraine as if they were California, you know? It also gave the band more of an international appeal. McCartney added, it was also hands across the water, which I'm still conscious of. 'Cause they like us out there, even though the bosses in the Kremlin may not. The kids do. McCartney had something to say about doing the honors on the drums for Back in the USSR. I'm sure it pissed Ringo off when he couldn't quite get the drums to Back in the USSR, and I sat in. It's very weird to know that you can do a thing someone else is having trouble with.